I did say that.
I said that. You got me. So,
That's funny.
That's funny. And so for someone who's maybe interested in going into Cal Fire, what are the next steps? What should they be doing next?
so if they're, let's say they got nothing right now,
Mm-hmm.
or they're coming out of school,
Exactly.
it's tough. Depending on where you live, if you're, let's say you're in Fort Bragg, you can do a volunteer program, or I think it's not volunteers. You're not a full volunteer. You're a explorer, I believe. I can't remember the term for them, but same thing with Mendo. You can do an explorer program, so you kind of get your feet wet. County Search and Rescue takes people. So the Mendocino County Search and Rescue's office, Search and Rescue. I did that for like 12 years. A good group of people, and you'll learn a lot of skills, and they're actually getting better and better as we go. It was a little underfunded before. Now they're actually funding it appropriately. So there's some skills you can gain there. You can start your medical training, because that's a big part of the fire service. Not so much with CAL FIRE on the Schedule B side, but anything with having to do with cities or our Schedule A side is the predominantly medical calls, which it can be pretty rough to deal with sometimes, depending on the on where you're working. The lower socioeconomic scale, it gets pretty ugly in certain places. So working your medical training, whether you get first responder, first aid, obviously CPR, AED, and then if you can, become an EMT. The county offers classes. They're not very expensive. The goal would be become an EMT, and then I would get a job, whether we can get it with CAL FIRE, Forest Service, BLM, or with even a county agency that's hiring, like Marin County hires seasonal firefighters for their hand crews. And I'd work on getting a paramedic position, working on the ambulance, getting more experience, and then that'll set you up pretty good for a fire job. If you want to just come straight to CAL FIRE, it's look at get your medical training, and then look at the Mendocino County JC. Mendocino County, God. Mendocino
Mendo
College.
College.
Yeah, Mendo College JC has a fire academy that we teach. So you register through the college. We teach it at Howard Forest with our instructors, myself included, and a couple other guys. So we run you through the program, and that's our first screen. So if you guys come through and you do well, you just passed. I mean, you can apply all you want. You just passed pretty much your test. We know that you're a performer or you're not a performer. So we like doing that. And it's a pretty good agreement we have with the college. I think it's mutually beneficial. So we only had 8 students last year, and the years prior we had in the 20s. We're going to need, if the plan from what I'm hearing now is going to occur next year, we're going to need a lot of people, because we're losing all of our all the inmates are being released due to COVID, due to liability with the state. So all the inmate hand crews we had at Parlin and Chamberlain Creek camps, we used to have 10 hand crews total. Now we're down to 2. And we're about to we might lose those. So we're actually depopulating is the correct term. One of the camps, Chamberlain Creek's being depopulated. All the inmates are going away. All the CDCR, or the corrections folks, are going away. It'll be a CAL FIRE compound, and we're going to try to start that as I think it's going to be called the Mendocino Fire Camp, or Mendocino Fire Center. I forget the term, but we're going to try to have at least 3 paid firefighter hand crews there each year. So it's going to be seasonal at first, but I mean, you can work 9 months as a firefighter and then have 3 months off. Or you can also work 9 months right now, which is it's an open enrollment right now, or open testing for one of our inspectors. So you go out in a truck, you do inspections all around the county. And if you live locally, you could leave the truck here, drive and grab the truck in the morning, go out and do your inspections for 8 hours. We pay for an hour of PT during the day, so you can stay in good shape. You do inspections, that's also a 9-month job, and it pays about $3,000 a month. So we've been trying to push that on people, and man, we don't have many takers. I don't know if people just don't know about it, don't want to go through the process, which it takes some time. I mean, you got to go through the process and do your applications and so forth, and kind of dot the I's, cross the T's, but you're not going to really get anywhere without doing that anyways. So
Yeah.
If you can't do that minimum application, or unless you have some wealthy relatives that are going to hook you up, it's a pretty rough world. But just applying, getting out there, and then the best to go right to fire is the Mendo JC Academy, and that'll put you. If you apply and you pass the academy, that'd be rank 1, unit 1, and then we get the first pick when we do hires. So then we can grab you right from that list.
Sweet.
How long does that usually take if you
The
go to
academy
the JC?
is, I want to say it's a 2 months 2 months intensive academy. I mean, Santa Rosa JC also has a good academy. Yuba College, Butte College, College of the Redwoods. I think theirs is actually through Humboldt ROP up there. We have a friend I don't know if he still teaches it or not. I think he has retired from it, but anywhere you can get the Cal Fire Basic. And the Cal Fire Basic has all your fire stuff you need, plus medical, plus hazmat, confined space, and any other little classes we sprinkle in there. Then you're pretty much preset to come work for us, and you do a 1 week refresher, and we throw you on the engine.